like 2 weeks ago. No,
We
tripping.
spoke.
Maybe
We
like
spoke
two
about the
shows ago.
comedy episode. Like, what happened now? I don't even know what happened now.
Comedy episode? What are you talking about?
Sorry,
What comedy episode?
the stand up. We spoke about the
Oh
stand up.
yeah. And I think we
Yeah.
briefly mentioned how he was planning to do some kind of thing at the high school that he went to, but the kids are like they would refuse to like help
They
set
did
up
a
for it.
stand up. Yeah, they
Yeah,
stood
they
up, stood
yeah.
up to it or some shit. Yeah.
So he decided to go anyway. He popped up by surprise, unbeknownst to them, and I think this was like a couple of days ago. And these
shit.
kids were very much not happy about it. He was greeted. Let me go exactly to the articles because it's pretty interesting about some of the things that the kids are saying. But what did happen though, I think, is that he gave the kids the opportunity to kind of voice how they felt about the situation, and they kind of had like a back and forth, like a cute, not a a yelling back and forth, but
Yeah, but
kind of like a question and answer kind of,
like a debate almost. Yeah.
Right. Which even that itself didn't go great because like I said, these kids are,
I bet.
yeah, these
kids ain't playing. These kids got
not
tools.
not playing. These kids are pretty upset.
These kids nowadays got tools and they smoking vapes in the back of the classroom. They different nowadays.
It's a high school we talking about?
Yeah, it's high school. Yeah, it's like in Maryland, I believe. Yeah, do you like Washington?
Oh, and
DC?
it's in Maryland. Yeah,
It's
they
in Washington
got
DC.
tools.
Yeah, it's Washington DC.
Yeah,
So yeah, but it wasn't it wasn't like a real, like, he didn't go like a public school. It was like a school of the arts, like,
I'm chatting.
Yeah, because he even that's one of the things he talks about in the special. He says like he went to school. Like there's a lot of gay and trans kids at school because those kids be at those.
Oh, it was his alma mater, so it was the high school that he went to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so he graduated from. It's like a performing arts school.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the reason why this nigga like
is the way it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was trained to be not trained, but you know what I mean. Like he studied that shit.
Yeah.
So
damn, these niggas was trying to.
yeah. Earlier, one of the kid was 16 and was like, "Dude, I'm 16 and I think you're childish. You handled it like a child."
God,
I don't really understood what he handled like a child, but so what do y'all think? How do you? How would you? I'm curious how y'all would have handled this, because I mean, me personally, I don't think I would have even gone through the trouble of going to go fuck with these kids.
Yeah,
but as soon as I heard they didn't want to see me, I'd be like,
you know what I'm saying? But not know Dave, but I get Dave's perspective though, because like he's probably like, man, fuck it. Like if this is the devil, trying to stare me down, I'm gonna go and stare him back down. And as far as like what the kid has said about him being childish, like my first response would have been like, why do you feel that way? And then my first instinct is a kid would probably say, well, like, you're joking about it, you're making fun of it. But it's like, bro, this is my living. Like I'm a comedian, but I also can teach you some shit if you just, get out your emotions for a minute and just listen. And
do you think that not just Dave Chappelle, but comedians period should have, they should kind of have more leeway on talking about certain things like that, or like, I mean, joking about it. I mean, like,
in a joking way. I mean, you gotta. Comedians make fun of everybody. Like, look at all these skits nowadays, especially on like SNL and shit, where like they're making fun of damn near every ethnicity now, and playing the stereotypes, and it's all supposed to be jokes, because sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not, but it's the facts of life that exist. And some people I feel like are just ashamed of those things and are ashamed of certain truths. So when you make fun of it, that's when they get like, defensive and taken back. But it's like, bro, this is nothing. This is to let you know, like, I don't know, this is just a way of our existence. You know what I'm saying? We laugh instead of, having pain or showing pain or any type of negative emotion. You know what I'm saying? This is a way around it. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm looking here at the whole thing, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? He was showing that he wasn't even in any way like angry at the kids or mad or showing any ill will.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Not. He even said apparently there was death threats against the people who protested against him or whatever, or the kids, the students. And he said, this is my family, whether they know it or not. I love these kids. I don't want to hear about any threats and things like that. So it's like, man, Dave Chappelle's Dave Chappelle, man. Like one of the greatest comedians.
I feel like he's handling it, because I wouldn't because to me, adults, okay, yeah. But here's my thing. I'd be like, it technically, well, okay, no, it's not, because the thing has gotten so big that whether you have seen these specials on Netflix or not, you obviously know about the situation and know the conflicts and like the controversy that it's causing. But I would just be like, and he said it's like, bro, I don't make these jokes or these comedies for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's another one too. I'm surprised they parents let them watch it.
yeah, but
Yeah,
watch it or not, it's like,
yeah,
dude, like if you want to be upset about how I feel, and that's my problem with it, right? It seems like now they're starting to like embrace this attitude of like it being okay to not even allowing people to have an opinion on something, you know what I mean? Like, or
Word,
yeah,
their
yeah.
own opinion, like
word.
yeah, okay, which I don't believe because I know that's not the case.
That's
Okay,
that's my thing.
he's a transphobic, which is clearly not. He says that, you know what I'm saying? But if the nigga has opinions on it and he's not going around preaching people to kill them or hate them, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
exactly.
saying? The nigga has opinions. What's the big
Yeah,
deal?
yeah,
I
and
don't
that's
get it.
that's that's
Yeah.
that's my thing with that. Like, you see nowadays, a lot of people I be seeing like on like Facebook, Twitter, people talking about this person's trying to divide people or divide this, but I feel like it's the person who's letting the divide
Who's trying to
happen.
divide?
Yeah, yeah, that's like what I'm saying. They'll be like, oh, like when it comes to trans or the LGBT community, they'll be like, oh, they're trying to divide us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when it comes to like race, they'll be like, oh, they're trying to
Oh,
divide us. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody trying to divide, bro. People's gonna have their opinion. You know what I'm
it's just
saying?
Word.
yeah,
Like,
like all
and
right.
and it's on the other person if they get so offended by this opinion, like that they don't want to be cool with you or don't want to fuck with you over an opinion. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's
So
And
offended.
I think there's a difference between like because anyone, if you've seen his whether it be his specials or his comedy period,
yeah,
'cause, if you decide it's not for you and you don't fuck with it, you completely have that right. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that people are literally at this point protesting against, like, we went from, or they, because I didn't do this, but they went from 2 summers ago protesting against police killing people to protesting against people having an opinion and just talking about stuff on
yeah,
stage.
yeah. That's
Like,
OD.
that's like,
And the crazy thing is the world is so sucked up in like social media and doing the right thing when technically doing the right thing ain't even for themselves half the time, and then that's when shit always gets thrown out of proportion, bro, and then they get sidetracked like a motherfucker because perfect thing like when I seen that transition, I'm looking at the world like, yo, the world blind in a motherfucker, yo.
I think I'm worried about like weird stuff that's like,
Yeah,
why you care
man.
about this? Like, they're like I said, if you don't want to mess with them, fine. But to go out, like, I even look at the situation at Netflix. People walked out on the job. So they tried to barge in on some meeting that they weren't supposed to be in, ended up getting fired. Like, you would lose your job over Dave Chappelle, a millionaire?
Yeah,
Like,
yo, they wildin'.
there's no
They
way,
wildin', bro.
bro. This doesn't make no sense because the way I'm looking at it is like, okay, and this is the thing that like people are acting like they want equality, but what they really want is dominance, right? Because you're mad at Netflix for having this one or two, three Dave Chappelle specials that allegedly are so transphobic. There's how much LGBTQ positive stuff on Netflix that you can flip through and watch. There's movies, shows.
Facts,
So
facts.
does that not balance this somewhat for y'all, even a
Yeah,
little bit? Like,
everybody else is getting made fun of on TV. Why can't
yeah,
y'all?
and that's my point. For every thing where some people are being made fun of, there's also something that is is
It's
is
positive.
is
Facts,
positive.
facts.
You know what I
That's a
mean?
fact. That's
Or
a fact.
informative or educated that shows you about whatever culture is being like. So why, if a comedian has these like jokes that the nigga make, and it's funny thing too, he's not just walking around on the street telling these jokes to people out loud. He's literally doing it on stage, like
No
during his
shit.
job. Like, I don't know, but yeah, bro, it seems like that's the way the world's coming to now, and gotta deal with it. But we'll, like I always say, we're gonna keep up with that Dave Chappelle situation.
Mhm.
Hopefully, what I do hope is that he doesn't like fold completely and just do a complete 180 on everything that he's been like building. But it seems
Yeah, I
like
don't
that's what
think
they're
that's
trying to
ever gonna
do.
happen. We
Yeah, I hope
talking about
not.
Yeah.
the
Like I
person
said,
who he
I'm
gave up
surprised.
billions or millions or whatever.
Right. That's true. That's true.
He literally said it.
Yeah, man. But I'm surprised he even like went to the school though, because like when I saw it and it said from the first time that they were like, oh, the kids were like, oh, they don't want him there. I figured he'd be like, oh, fuck him then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
I believe that's him not folding. Like, okay, they don't like. I'm still gonna go. I said I was gonna go. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let no
right.
kids scare me off. Like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, especially that's where, you know what I'm saying, where he was bred out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that's just some random performing arts school. Like
Facts. That's his school.
He's an out. Yeah, that's his school. You feel me?
Yeah, and like I said, he's put a lot of money into the school itself and like the theater
that
and
too.
the acting program.
The acting program. I figured, yeah.
So yeah, man. But we'll keep up with it. So moving on, let's